Hello, everybody. How we doing out there? It's Music Alliance Tuesday. Happy to see you guys. Welcome. We have something new and special for you. Everything is special that we do here. You know why? Because we do it with love. And I'm not just being cheesy, it is the truth. So, as you guys realize now, after the 7 o'clock hour, we transition into the Ask Ma section. So, that's when you can get your questions answered, whether you are wondering what your membership that you've already purchased, if you want to get the most out of that, of course, we want that for you as well. So if you have any questions, full members, of course, are welcome to stay. And also, if we have some people out there who are going, why would I want to be a full member? We're here to answer those questions and try to find out what you need as a musician, as an artist, and support you, meet you in the middle, and get you going and bring you so that your career can monetize, because that's exactly what everybody is looking for. Am I right? I'm right. Okay. I'm not always right, but I'm right about that. So, welcome. It's Janine. We're happy that you guys are here. And this evening, George is going to do something a little bit different, which is going to be fun. He's actually going to create songs from just basic guitar riffs, from basic percussion with his hands, with his mouth, all of that. And he's going to teach you how that can translate into your DAW, how you can make that into, obviously, Suno, transfer that. You can make it into a full-blown song. So without further ado, you know this man because he is our very own Juno Award-winning, Grammy-nominated producer with all this professional experience and measurable success. He will help you develop sound, and he'll also help you with what equipment you need so you can create the space to make that happen. It's amazing. So he has worked with artists such as Nickelback and Barry Manilow and so many more, and film, TV composers. He brings his expertise along with deep experience in many facets of the music and recording industry. Some of you have had the pleasure of working with George, and some of you have yet to work with him, but hopefully tonight you get a little taste about it, what he's all about. And all we want for you guys is to get your tracks mixed and mastered to professional level. And that's what George does with Music Alliance and for you guys. So without further ado, like I said, here is the master himself, G3, everybody.
Ah, Okay, hello everybody. Today I am going to do something a little different. Normally we start from already pre-recorded stuff, okay? But today we're going to actually create stuff and parts just using the Suno engine, okay? So what we're going to do, first thing I got to do is I got to share my screen, and then I got to do my request has been sent. Okay, where is it here? Share one more time. There we go. And here we go. And there we are. Hey, you guys can see that, right? Just the screen showing Suno. Okay, so this is a lot of stuff that I generated today while I was playing around with all of this, trying to figure out what would be the best way to kind of do it. So what I wanted to show you is we up here, this is our basic Suno interface. It's the interface that we use when we want to get going and we don't want to be overloaded with options. However, the options are where the fun is. So we're going to click over into Advanced, and now we're into the Advanced tab. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over here and I'm going to hit record, and then I'm going to grab my guitar. Bet you didn't know I could play guitar. Anyways, let's see here. Okay, so that's the riff I'm going to record. Okay, so here we go. I don't need to do anything fancy. I'm not trying to do anything that's super recordable. I'm not worried about that right now because I'm going to just use these chunks to generate new stuff. Okay, so we're not going to worry about the old stuff. We're just going to worry about the new. So here we go. Okay, so it wants me to say hello and... Whoops. Okay, so that's done. Okay, so here we are. The next thing is asking me, what are we? Full song, voice, loop, sample, sound effect, song demo, instrument stem, whoops. Now, this is something that's been happening an awful lot in Suno lately. It's probably because the riff that I made is close to be somebody else's riff. So what it's saying is this audio that I just did is matching some audio that was recorded earlier today. It probably is the audio that I have here from earlier. So why don't I just say, okay, great. What we did is recorded the audio in, and now we're here at start here, and this is the riff that we recorded. Okay, we're just going to start like that. I just played the riff and it's there. And so what do we want to do? So this is what I use for the riff. So that's it. We're going to go in and we're going to tell it that we want to do a cover. Okay, do we want to overwrite the lyrics and stuff? Yes, overwrite them. Now what this just did is it took the stuff that I recorded and it determined what it was. It says it's a blues rock instrumental featuring a single overdriven electric guitar, which is true. The performance centers on a repetitive syncopated riff utilizing palm muted low string chugging and double stop accents. That's exactly right again. The guitar tone is characteristic by the modern tube saturation and a slight mid-range boost. That it's just making up, but that's good. That's perfect for me. The rhythm flows a steady 4/4 time at 110 beats per minute in the key of E major. That's right too. The riff structure alternates between a driving eighth note and a root note pattern and melodic flourishes at the higher strings. This recording has a dry, close-mic'd aesthetic with a minimal room ambience, and that's because of the little microphone. I have this little tiny microphone on me. Anyway, then we basically, so we have that, and we're like, okay, what do we got? What are we going to generate? So let's see. Now we have options. Okay, we can take our dit and just say, I'm going to leave it like this, and I'm going to hit create, but the first thing I better do is I better do a new title for this thing. It's going to be called Class 1. There we go. So we hit create, and it starts to create. Now this is like it was the other way before. It will start playing before it finishes generating. However, that does generate glitches, and some things can happen that appear to be there that aren't really there until you listen to the whole file after it's completely generated.
Now, George, do you recommend, you did about 30 seconds of that guitar riff.
Yep.
If you do more, is it better? If you do less, does it really matter how much you put in there? Other than obviously it's human made versus the computer taking over.
Okay, that you have different options here as to how you can go add it to the audio, right? You can do this way, which gives you up to 30 minutes, but this you can drop stuff onto. So you can do it any way you want. Yeah, there's one up there, which is upload, which I used, which is down at the bottom right now, the record one. So yeah, you can upload stuff or you can record stuff. And the thing that I found is usually with the record stuff, you're going with smaller increments because you can't sit there and just improvise a song off the top of your whatever. You're trying to actually write something. Anyway, so here we go. This is the first one that we generated. It says it's following our prompt. So let's see what we got. everybody. That started out like this. Okay. Now, these ones, I think this one I left the same, but the next one I changed. So this is... So that's similar-ish because I told it to be rock. Okay, so then this one I told it to be acoustic folk instrumental featuring 2 steel acoustic guitar. Oh, wait, no, is this the other song? Oh, sorry about that. We got more songs going. Where's the other song? Where's the other song? I'm sorry, this is a little challenging because as I've been doing this over the afternoon, I've gotten different things mixed up with different things. And I thought that was the one there. For new start, funky for new, start here, rock.
But when you started, when you first played that, you didn't give it any other prompts. Is that accurate?
No, the first time I told it that I wanted the blues rock instrumental. Okay. Now, okay, you know what? Let's do it this time and do something different. Let's do acoustic guitar. Acoustic guitar. What else? Some ideas, anybody?
You guys throw in some ideas for George. We want this to be interactive. We want you guys to have fun with this and be able to get a real taste for how this is done so you could do it. And as Neil's put in there, you can do it on your phone because you can upload the files to your DAW. Didgeridoo. Is that what? 90s country style. Funky bass.
Oh, wait, I like that. Okay, 90s. Oh, give me a second here. 90s country style. Okay, any more?
Funk bass.
Oh, yeah.
We have
funk bass, okay.
White boy reggae with keyboard. That's hilarious.
I can never spell reggae right. Oh, there we go. White, I got boy. White boy reggae. Okay, let's just go with that and see what we got. That's so confusing. That's going to be like, I can't even imagine what that's going to create. Oh, I had some, okay, the lyrics are, okay, never mind. Not going to worry about the lyrics. Okay, so here we go. Acoustic guitar. Now, once again, you have to wait. Now, yeah, like Niels was saying, and we want to make this really clear, this can be done on a phone, an iPad, or this particular app. So it works, it'll work on my phone. And as a matter of fact, I spent the day working on my phone with the Suno app and doing a lot of what I did on the Suno app. Yeah, we were having a good old time today playing around with all the same stuff, right? See? So that's the same area that we're in right now. So, yeah.
Steven says, play the real original recorded this session again. I think he wants to hear the original riff.
Okay, so that's it. That's cool.
Yes.
Now that, you could easily use this as a bed track to write against now.
Yeah.
So at this point now, we're going to become the top line writers if we wanted to. We could go, anyways, you just add in, try melodies to start shooting them out and see what happens, see what catches you, see what grabs you, and off you go. You got a song. Okay, so let's hear what happened with the other one. There it had a glitch in it. Yeah, that happens. Like I was saying, sometimes it just happens. Oh, maybe it wasn't. Now, if you're a rapper, you could rap over that too. That just becomes a platform for you to work with. So, next thing.
That's very cool. Really quickly, oh, sorry. Crystal is actually asking, can you tell if you want clear sections for verses versus chorus, such as 3 verses, 3 choruses, a pre-chorus? You can arrange it,
I
right?
would think if you do that, you would want to figure that out before you did this, right? So you do at least a verse, guitar part, and then into a probably a chorus, and then into your bridge, and then take that, throw that in, and see if that could turn those chunks into a proper song. But in my experience, the best way to do that is to literally give it a demo, give it your song. Which I did like these. Now this is mine, Full Moon Funky, right? A bunch of you probably heard the song, at least once.
It's a full moon funky. It's a full moon funky.
Anyways, that one's already been altered a little tiny bit. There's some parts in there that I noticed that weren't in there before. So that was already an altered one. But here's what I came up with.
Just like any other, yet something was different from the rest. I noticed my shadow was walking up to me as I saw the moonlight crest. Then I looked in the faces of the people all around. I could only just hazard a guess and what had become of everyone. And then I felt some stress. Why was I up and then the next I'm feeling down? Why was I so lonely with everybody around? Casual with everyone dressed in black. Can't seem to walk a step forward without always falling back. It's a full moon funky.
So yeah, that was one. There's so many things you can do with this. It gets to be really, really fun. One thing we didn't try is a drum. Let's see if we can do a drum. Okay, here we go. Boo, tch, boo, boo, tch. Oh, it's not recording. Ah, here we go. Boo, tch, boo, boo, tch. Boo, boo, tch, boo, 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 tch, boo, boo, tch. Boo, boo, tch, do, do, tch. Do, do, 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 tch, do, 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 tch. Do, do, tch, do, do. Okay, there it is. That's going to be an instrumental stem. It's going to be a rhythm percussion. So I'm telling it it's two different things, hoping it's going to generate the drums for me.
That is so
Now it's analyzing.
cool.
So isn't it wild? Now what it's doing, here we go, an a cappella beatbox performance. This track consists entirely of a single male voice mimicking a drum kit and bass synthesizer. The kick drum sound is a deep resonant sub-bass thud with a fast decay. The snare sound is a sharp aspirated piff or piss sound on the backbeat. Hi-hats are represented by short staccato ts in a steady eighth note pattern. The performer incorporates a melodic bass line using a chest-heavy boo vocalization that mimics a filtered sawtooth wave. The rhythm is syncopated boom bap pattern at 90 beats per minute in a 4/4 time. The vocal bass line follows a repetitive 4-bar loop with slight variations on the final bar. That's exactly and correctly right. That's exactly what it is. No external instruments or electronic processing are present. Okay, so now let's see what it's going to give us. Oh yeah, now it's asking me, do I want to keep the stuff that's there or do I want it to overwrite with what I just said? So I want it to overwrite.
Okay.
Okay, so now we have the stuff here that says all that and everything. Okay, so here we go. Let's see what we got this time.
So I don't know if you guys realize Shadrach, I think that's his name, or Shadrach. I'm sorry if I'm butchering your name, but he said, say boots and cats. So do you know that, George? You're like boots and cats, right?
Oh, okay.
Have you heard
Yeah,
that before?
I have, but I haven't in a while. We just got, can we listen to this first?
Yeah, no, absolutely. No, I was just saying that's another prompt you can use as a
Yes.
drum
Yep,
fill.
I know. That's a great one, actually.
Yeah.
Let's see what this did. I'm curious to see if it did drums or not. Or, oh, she's not working. She's not working. Why is she not working? Okay, last time I did this, I had to do this. I had to do this just to get her all back in line. Okay. Oops. Oh no. Suno has gone offline.
Oh,
Yeah, look at this. See, all these
I'm
are
so
nothing's
very
playing.
sad.
So am I because we kind of need it.
We kind of need it. You can reboot, and of course, I always have things to say. But you guys, tomorrow night is Suno has left the building. Yes,
Yeah,
tomorrow night
just
is
thinking
Drop
of
Shop. So those of you who have yet to get your tracks in, you can drop them and in the Slack channel, in the Drop Shop Slack channel, and I will be checking that. Or you can always send them in to mysong@musicalliance.com. Remember, it's one tune MP3 or WAV file and correct metadata. So we need song title and the artist. So it's, you guys, it's super simple. If I can do it, you can do it. When you go into save the MP3 or the WAV file, save as, and that's when you do song title and the name of the artist. It's that simple, honestly. I already did receive a couple of tracks, and literally the metadata is this is track 3497654. I'm going, oh my
Yeah.
God, please help us because we are helping you. I promise. If your track gets out there or when it gets out there and it doesn't have proper metadata, you won't be found, you won't be paid.
Nope.
So some of you, like I said, that already submitted did not include proper metadata, and you are current full members with us. So I'm very
Yes.
sad. I'm
And
very
on
sad
that
today.
note, I wanted to say that the full members work on that metadata, right? But you will be played. You have a guaranteed play. If you're a free member, it's a maybe if there's time left. So if you want a guaranteed play, I'm just going to put this link in the chat here, and you guys sign up and you will be played tomorrow. So thanks.
And Drop Shop, yes, Chris, thank you for the question. Is this ready for release or is it for critique? This one is if you think it's ready for release. Drop Shop, drop it or shop it. What do we do? So yeah, that's the differentiating factor with tomorrow versus Toon Talk at the end of the month. So Quinn said, if you're not a full member but you want guaranteed play, there's a lot that goes into a membership, you guys. We're not asking you to pay to play. That's not our MO at all. We actually do provide a healthy service. We give you tracks mixed and mastered by our professional, which is George. He's the Juno Award Grammy-nominated producer. So that's part of your either the elite or the pro membership. You get mixed and mastered tracks. We give you global distribution. Yes, Kim. Thank you. Yes, title and artist. Exactly. We are getting ready to launch our Mars radio station, Music Alliance radio station, on our YouTube channel with over 600,000 listeners. So if you want to get in on that, I suggest that you get in and make sure your songs are up to industry standard because that's what it's all about. If you guys want to be able to play in the big leagues and compete with those people out there. What was the most recent number? It was 1 million songs released a day or something. Did I make that up? I can't remember the number all of a sudden.
Oh, there's quite a few.
It's remarkable. So here at Music Alliance, we try to give you the mentorship with these people that are in the industry so that you guys understand what needs to be done so you can compete with 100 million other songs out there. So that's why we give you worldwide, yes, that's why we give you all these different mentors, and our calendar every month is filled with social media marketing tips and how to garner more streams and monetize your music and all of that. So if you guys are not taking full advantage of the live streams, I suggest you do. And if you don't have the 6 o'clock hour free every week, that's okay. We have them in our vault, so we can always send them to you. All right. Today is 100K a day. Predictions are that AI will bring
That's
20. Wow. Okay. Okay. Gotcha. Whoo.
Oh my gosh. There's going to be
This will
so much
keep the
stuff out there.
eavesdropping aliens busy. Yes.
But you know what? I still don't think that the AI stuff is really, it's getting closer, but we're going to still be able to compete with it, right? We're still going there's nothing, this doesn't stop us from being who we are.
Absolutely.
All it does is give us tools that can help us become better at who we are. Anyways, so back to the.
It's really brilliant that someone like myself who doesn't play an instrument, I can go in there because I come up with some pretty
Yes.
great beats in my head in the shower. That's fascinating to me. And it's only taken me a year and a half to be comfortable with finally getting into Suno and doing it. So just recommend you guys, don't be shy, explore your talent. And Suno is a great way to do that. So that's all I wanted to say.
So here we go. Here's some what we got. Oh, let me start that again. Stop. Okay, let me start that from the beginning again. Here we go. That was fun. Okay, let's see what the other
That
one
was freaking cool.
Wasn't that really a trip? Holy shit. Oh, it's not. Okay, so that one there, I really like it. So what I'm going to do is now we have a couple of options, okay? If we have the full-on version or second one, we can open up the editor and we can start to do some editing if we want.
Yeah, this sounds horrible. I'm sorry. No, don't be sorry. Music is subjective, and what one person
totally.
likes, some other person may not. So, but that's the whole point, is to explore. And now he's going to go in there and refine it. So let's see what happens.
Yeah, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take it into Logic because I love Logic. And here we go. Hi, Logic. Do this. Biggie. New from template. Open it up. Go like these. Go over here. Go into downloads. Grab what we just did. Drop it in here at bar 3 like we always do. We drop it at bar 3 so we have 2 bars of count in. Try and always leave yourself 2 bars of count in. It is very important. Okay, so let's see what this is. Okay, so that's a breath. So there's your downbeat. So now I'm going to have to get the tempo, and that's what I'm doing now, okay? Just so you know. Okay, so that's it. I think it said 110. So I'm going to go 110 and see what that does. Wow, that's like going all over the place. It is, it's like multiple. Okay, now the problem is this. This little puppy's speeding up and slowing down like crazy. So let's go back to, don't save that. Let's go back into Suno for a momento. Where's the one that we were working on? I think it was this one. Right? Okay, so this time what we're going to do is we're going to open it up in the editor, because what we want to do is we want to be able to Where is it here? Open in editor. There we go. What this does is it allows me to make things a specific tempo over here. So what I can do is I hold this down and, whoops, what's going on here? Hold that down. That means the tempo is 122. Whoops, 122. Okay, now that's the right tempo. It doesn't have the little breath in it, but let's grab all these little components here. So we have everything. Okay, now we're going to go here and we are going to heal the edits. There's the edits first. Okay, now take this and we have options up here. Heal, edit, crop. Okay, so now what I want to do next is I want to save as new song. And it did. There it goes. Now what I do is I go back. Let's close that for now. Go to song. Okay, now this is my song. This should be the same. It should be all the tempo now. But we can't tell yet. So let's grab this little puppy. Download what's going on. There we go. A WAV file. You always want to go WAV file unless you're trying to get it to somebody with an email. That's when you go MP3 and you grab the one with the, make the video. Video is good for putting online on YouTube and TikTok. So there you go. You have your options ready to go. So mine is here. Let's go opening here. Okay, there we go. Edit. So there's our song. Okay, so let's hide you. Let's go back into Logic. Let's go here. Let's go new from template. And I thought that was 112. So let's see if that's correct. Do this again. Grab this again. Drop it at 3. Open it up. There's the breath. Grab the breath. Drop the breath. Okay, now it was 10. Oh, that's why. 112, right? And that needs to be moved right to there. Okay, let me just grab this. Okay, now I notice now that I have it broken into parts, now I'm going to mess around with it a bit. And I'm going to grab and move things and do stuff. Let's see, so what's this? 3, 2, that's 8 bars here. So I'm going to go, I want it to be 2 of those, then I'm going to let it be 1 of those, and then I'm going to let it be 1 of those. And now I have a song. I'm just making up right now, really quick. So what I just did is I took my drums and I made them into a drum track. I'm still going to stem split them, but first thing I have to do is just do it like this. Ah, geez, you know what I just realized? I put the click in it, I put the click in it. I forgot to take the click out in here. Sorry about that.
So Zai is asking if you could put this, drop it into the graffiti channel so that whoever wants to play around with it can make a derivative of their work from it.
Sure, but this one's got clicks in it. I blew it. I didn't do it right. I forgot to turn off the metronome. Where's the metronome? Here.
Dang humans.
Give me a second. I just have to resave this, but I have to turn off the metronome, and I'm not sure how to... Oh, there we go. No, that's volume. Preset zoom. Zoom out. Okay, there we go. Okay, so now
Stephen is asking, can you do all of this now that you're currently doing on a phone without a computer?
I think so. I'm pretty sure, yeah. Yeah, everything. Just look it up, right? Go into your phone, open up Suno. Okay, there's the first page, right? Which is, it's basically looks okay. So here we go. The first thing you do is you go to the, wait a minute. There we go. The first thing you do is you go to the thing in the middle. There's the icon in the middle and the bottom of the, this one right here. That one, the orange one. Once you click in there, then you have all the same options. And it'll generate whatever you want from there. And then once that's done, you can open up, you basically go into there, open your file. Now that was the one, we hadn't heard that yet. That's the third one. But yeah, what you can do pretty much what I'm doing here entirely on your phone. I can't think of anything that is different. As far as the interface goes, whoops.
And the other cool thing, George, why don't you remind our full members and tell the non-full members about your office hours and how you help people there.
Yeah, I have office hours, everybody. I am here to help you. Give me 1 second here.
Yeah. He can do all of this with you personally, is what I was going to say.
Yeah, and in fact, I have with quite a few people so far.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically what they are is I'm available Wednesdays between 4 and 6 p.m. And then we do whatever we do. So Wednesdays 4 to 6 p.m. I'm available for office, and Saturdays between 11 and 1 p.m. I'm available Pacific time. Come on in. If you need a hand, sometimes it's one person, sometimes it's a few people. We try and have fun and help people learn. So, yeah. Okay, back to this. I grabbed the wrong WAV file, guys. What I had turned on, I still had the click turned on earlier when I told it to make me a new version. So, anyways, I made a boo-boo. So let's just make sure this works right. Good and like me, correct. Let's get rid of that because that had the click. Okay, now. Great, no click. That's what we wanted. Okay, so now we're going to hide you. We're going to open up you. We're going to go here. Yeah, now we see all the clicks, so let's go here. Let's go there. Yeah, look at that. It's just doing the exact same thing.
Hey, we have a poll, everybody. Have you ever used AI to create music before? I know some of you have already answered this, but it is for the rest of you who are new with us. We like to keep track of our analytics. So would love to know those of you who are out there using AI on a regular basis. We got a lot of, not a lot, but we have several no-nevers, which is very cool. Not yet, says Sunny. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, AI is really, it can be used so many different ways, and I prefer to use it as a tool, as a writing tool to help me. I rarely ever use Suno as it was originally intended.
Which is good. I mean, we're
Yeah,
saying think outside the box.
Yep.
You
So,
have to, especially if you're a musician. I'm sure you guys already do that. So that's very cool. So answer that poll if you get a chance, because only 54% of you have participated. And we would appreciate that feedback. Thank you.
Okay, so what I just did here now is I took the song and I made it into another song. So now we have a song of the song. But it's all in sync. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to take that and we're going to stem split it. Okay? Now, this should give us hardly anything. It should give us 3 or 4 stems, if that. It'll give us a bass stem. It'll give us a drum stem. It's giving us a bass stem, drum stem, a vocal stem, and that's it. And that's literally what we got there anyway. So here we go. This is the one I like best. So this is, now you got a drum track. Now, out of all
It's like
that,
some good Fresh Prince stuff from back in the day.
I got this. So I can grab that. Let's loop that. Okay. So let's get that off. Take that off. Get rid of these guys for now. Okay, so now I just have a 2-bar loop. So there we go. Now we have a loop. There's my inspiration, and I can start from here now to build up the next tracks by using either a software instrument like a piano, or let's see, acoustic piano, concert grand, right? So we got the. Let me see what we got here.
Once again, George, if you don't play an instrument, you could literally go da da and sing it in there and then tell it to make that the melody, correct?
Yes,
like
ma'am.
piano.
In fact, let's do that.
Okay.
Let's literally do that. Okay, so I'm going to make up an imaginary song. It's probably not going to be the best in the world, but I'm going to do it. Let me see here. And it has to be something, I can't sing anything that is known, so I have to literally make up a melody off the top of my head. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, let's see what that gives us. It's an instrumental stem and it's rhythm and percussion. No, we're not going to tell it's rhythm and percussion. We're just going to leave it like that and see what it does. So now it's analyzing it, and it's going to do that thing where it tells it what I did. So there we go. An a cappella vocal performance, or percussion when scat singing. A single male voice performs yada, 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 yada. Continue. Okay, so now we have a couple of these, don't we? This is the new one here. Right? Okay, so there we go. Okay, so now we're going to tell it something different. Okay, we're not going to use the same thing, and we're going to go, let's see here. No, I don't want to do that. How can I do lyric?
Quinn, while George is doing that, can you release the poll again? Release the poll.
Okay.
And because some people said that they just closed it out since they...
Yeah, we can't really, it doesn't work like that.
You can't, oh, that's,
No,
okay, so...
You lose
So
the
we only
data,
have-
but what we're going to do right now is end the poll and just share the results, because over half of you responded.
Nice, okay. 7 of you, yes, I've created songs with AI. 3 of you know never. 1 for instrumentals. And then 4 I do for part of the song and then add my own stuff to it. Nice.
Yeah, that's about
Nice.
normal. It seems to feel to me like about 30% hate it, 30% use it one way, 30% use it the other way. It's not half. I would be surprised if it was, because I seem to feel like a lot of people talk to me about it. Not most people don't like it, but yeah, it's not that big a majority that hate it over people that either don't want people to know they like it or don't care, and then people that do care.
I know, I understand. I've never hated it, but when people don't understand something, they tend to just dismiss it, right? They're confused by it, if they're threatened by it, so they go, no, I don't like it. Instead of trying like you are, trying to utilize it as a tool. So, like I said, keep being creative with your music. Don't be shy. This is not going anywhere, you guys. So you're going to get left behind if you're not using it. So just think about it. Use it ethically. How's that? Crystal's asking, how many stems are common in music in the Logic Pro?
Oh,
for the
that depends on
completed
what
song?
you're getting. Logic Pro, I think, has 6 at this point in the game. They're pretty good. It sounds like you just heard it right there. It sounds pretty good. Some stuff doesn't really sound that good unless it has like the bass, for example, unless it has an attack portion. It doesn't really sound like bass. It sounds more like it slowly comes in. Things don't sound the same. Yeah. But give me a sec here. I'm just curious. So this is what I just did. These are all coming out fairly short. Let's see if this. Now, the biggest difference in that one is down here in the style influence under more options. Okay, we haven't even looked at this area. This area is where I find you get to, if you want to take a song and cover a song and make it sound as close to the original as you can, this is where it happens, is in here. Your style influence is whatever this is. Your audio influence is whatever your audio is. And your weirdness is the chaos effect, probably is the best way to describe it. It adds things in randomly and adds chaos to what's going on. If I do this and I hit create, and then I do this and I hit create, here we go. So we got 4 songs generating. Let me just give it a moment here so one of them is able to be played, and then I will. Okay, so now those ones were with the settings that I had shown you earlier that were all over the place. And this is one now that is current, which is the weirdness, style influence, and audio influence are actually happening now. Now that's with weirdness turned on. So as you can hear, it totally changes it to be something completely out of this world. Okay, so that one was with 100% weirdness, and if I turn it down to 0% weirdness, you'll hear that the first thing is it'll be a lot less busy. It should be a lot less busy, a more steady. Things should sound similar. Unlike here where they were changing every bar, the drum sound was changing, the bass sound, everything was just constantly morphing into a different sound. So again, we're just sitting here playing around, and we have something we could turn into a proper song, because there's enough there to give you room to create a melody over top of. Just listen to that and I start to hear melodies right away. Ow. Okay, so we got one more here, and then now again, remember the big difference is between the weirdness thing, right? The weirdness is turned off here and before it was turned on. The difference is this kind of an output. Oh, wait, that's the wrong one. Yeah, this is the right one. Sorry about that. So again, this is with the weirdness on. So if you're trying to take something and transform it into something that's much different, that weirdness thing makes a huge difference, because I really kind of grooving on what it did. I like these ones.
So Niels is asking, so George, so far we have a riff. How do we turn that into a song now?
Oh, you take it into Logic and you do what I was doing earlier. You take it and you, like I was doing here. Basically, I brought it in. I made it into a song format, right? I took what okay, the difference between one way and the other way. Okay, one way is you've got a riff. If you've got just a riff, you still put it in Logic and then start building up against that riff. Okay, usually a riff is only 1 bar, maybe 2 bars, maybe 4 bars, but usually it's 1 or 2. Here's
a question that some beginners may have. What did you use to record it? And then how did you export and import it?
That's really easy. Okay, I have this little mic. This little mic is by Apogee. They go on sale every now and then. I got mine for $50. They're usually $250. And it's a great little mic. What it does that the other mics don't do is it has a thing that makes it so that I don't have to wear headphones when I'm doing this. Normally I would be wearing headphones and using my other microphone. That's really good, but I like to be able to hear the speakers. I like to feel like I'm free. But anyways, okay, where were we? So you take this, which was our riff, and then I made it into a song, which was this. Then I took that and I stem split it into our 3 components that we had. Now I have my song, or the basis of a song.
What?
So let's get rid of that. No, we'll get rid of the vocals and keep.
You just recorded it directly to Logic?
No, you import it. You import it into Logic.
Where'd you record it to?
It gets recorded. Okay, start for the beginning. You start here. You create the file. Once you're in there, you save the file. Then this file is over here, and then you drop it here. So there's the file. I'm going to take that and load that, right? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah, because there's the file. I'll drop that in. And once it's in, I think. Yeah, so this is exactly what I did.
So Zai is asking if you can put the link to that microphone that you're using in the chat.
Oh yeah, Apogee's great. Great company, guys. And wait just a while because they will come on sale. Let me see. Is that right? Oh, it's not that. Apogee Digital. Oh wait, where is it? Apogee, yeah. Where are they? They're not showing up here. Oh, they're there. No, there they are there. Apogee Theatrics, Apogee Electronics, Apogee Entertainment. Oh, there it is. Yeah, it's Apogee Digital. Okay, so I was coming on there, right? Okay, here it is, and let me just get to the top level. And there we go, Apogee Digital. Copy that. Post that in here. Scooby-Dooby-Dooby-Dooby. There you go. And these guys are the guys that have all sorts of really good high-end stuff. All of their stuff is fantastic. Okay, so back to this again. I just wanted to finish up since we're coming up, right? So we took this, right? This is the part. We just split it into 2. So again, we've created our riff. This riff happens to have 2 parts. Okay, so we're going to go riff 1, riff 2, riff 1, riff 2. And that would be a typical format for a song, normally. So I do this, and then I do this, and then I do this. Yeah, there we go. Nope, wrong one. Then we go like this. Oop. Oh, come on, George. Slow down, buddy. There we go. So then, doing it, I've made my rough song, and then I can take that, and once I had it finished, then I made stems. So that's what we did, and that's how you do it.
Nice.
Does that make sense now? Does that make sense, Niels?
Niels, you're being called out.
No, I just wonder.
No, I'm teasing. Zai is asking which audio to MIDI something works best. Unit? Is that supposed to be unit? I don't know.
Audio to MIDI. Oh, I found that the one that works the best for me is Melodyne. Melodyne, you would take, so you would go like this, you go here, you'd add Melodyne, Ceremony, Melodyne, stereo. I'll just do a little bit for you so you can see what actually happens. So here we go. Whoops. Come on. So you just go there, you click on transfer, you hit play. Okay, so there's my bass notes. Okay, so very quickly, I'm going to just change to this tool here. Come on. Come on, baby. What's going on? Come on. I say, what's going on? What's going on? There we go. So you go in here, you select all, and this is tuning them all. There you go. I double click on it. That tuned everybody. So now this is actually in tune. It wasn't in tune before. Okay, so then, once you're done there, okay, you got to do a couple things. First thing is to make this go to here, bar 1. Then you're going to go in here to settings. You're going to save as MIDI. And we're going to just save that to our desktop, and we're going to call that bass MIDI. Okay, bass MIDI. Then I take my bass MIDI from over here, which was on my desktop, and I'm just going to drop it in anywhere for now. No, we don't want the tempo. We just want the beginning. There we go. Okay, I'm not sure if that's right or that's right. Okay, we'll have to see. Okay, so I need to get a sound out here. So I need to get a software instrument track. Right, we'll just load that onto here. Move that onto it, and then grab just a piano sound. I find that's easiest to use. Once you've determined what everything is supposed to be, then you can change the sound to a proper bass sound. So let's see what we got. So as you can see, sometimes she's running quite a bit later than what we would hope. That should be it now. Okay. Okay, so let me get rid of the other stuff for now.
That is really so very cool.
Now this is all wrong, so I'd have to go in and edit it in, mainly just because converting to MIDI isn't one of those things that works perfect. In fact, this is still the best way I know how to do it, and this is also the only way I know how to do it polyphonically, okay? What that means is when you go in and you're looking, one note is monophonic, 2 or more is polyphonic, okay? So if you're playing 3 notes like a chord, that's polyphonic, that's monophonic. Anyways, that's kind of it. I think
That's awesome, George. Yeah, we're a little bit past the 7 o'clock hour, but I wanted to make sure that you guys got the rest of this. Don't want to leave anybody hanging. And we hope that you enjoyed this tonight. Remember, if you need a refresher, this and many other courses will be available in our Vault channel. You can always ask me if you need something specific. I remember George did something. I will send it to you. Let's make that known. You guys are welcome to reach out in the Slack channel. So right now, thank you so much, George. We appreciate it. We'll see George tomorrow for Drop Shop. You guys, another reminder to get your tracks in for Drop Shop. 1 track, MP3 or WAV file, and these are supposed to be ready to go. We're hoping that we'll still give you feedback, of course, but these are supposed to be ready to go. With that being said, George, you may be excused, my friend. If you'd like to stay, you can. But fun way to close out my day, says Kim. That's great.
Okay, I can go then. So I'm going to head out and have my dinner.
All right, go enjoy your dinner.
Have a good one. Bye.
Thanks, George. So, for those of you who want to stay, the Ask Ma section, which is where you get to ask your questions regarding anything that's on your mind. But we are specifically here to answer the questions: what does Music Alliance do? Why should we join? We're here to solve your pain points. That's one of the major things that we do. There's always the burning questions: how can I get my music played for the right people? How can I grow my fan base and monetize on my social platforms? How can I find an investor or a label? We talk about all those things with our mentors, with our live streams. If you guys are interested in becoming a full member with Music Alliance, we can put the link in the chat for you. And we start at $19 a month. So we cater to working musicians. We cater to people who desperately want to create music and try to make it their full-time job, but right now just maybe can't make it because money's tight. We understand. So we cater to the working musicians, and we understand we also need to keep the lights on. So we hope you understand that. But yeah, minimal fee. The lowest is 19 bucks a month. You get in with our Slack channel, which is a free app. And we start working with you from there with all the mentors, and we help guide you and direct you to where you need to be to get to the next level. So, questions, please. Anyone?
You can put those questions in the chat, or we can unmute you if you want to be unmuted. So this is the time where you ask, the Q&A time, right? So
the drop shop location in Slack, I have no idea. I know it's in there. You're just gonna have to go through. There's so many different titles. You're just gonna have to go through and see which one says drop shop, because I have no idea.
It says drop shop channel.
Yeah.
It's open to everyone. You can search. If you're not in it, just search for a channel. A lot of times you can just type in coaching. This is for the paying members, by the way. You just type in coaching or whatever, and if it has a hashtag by the channel, it's open. It will let you join. And hold on one second before we move on from that note. Cam, if you want to join, I'm just going to put that link right there. You can check out the benefits on the page. Each benefit column will tell you what each level includes. Elite is the best.
There it is, right for your eyes. If you
don't want to click on
there's so much that goes into it, even we forget sometimes. Lots of value for you guys. So hopefully you jump in there, and if you have any questions, you're welcome to leave your number in the chat, and we can reach out to you in the next couple of days and have a one-on-one and get your questions answered. If you're serious about becoming a member, we're happy to do that. We have lots of members still hanging on. Gildy Flores is here.
Yeah, oh yeah.
What do we owe the honor?
We were messaging Gildy Flores. Gildy, you want to say hi? I'm going to ask you to unmute. Say hi. You'll be on next week.
Hello, everybody. How are y'all?
Hi, Gil. Gil is one of our mentors here, you guys. If you're not familiar with him yet, I suggest you become familiar with him and his work.
Gildy is
well, thank you.
Yeah. He's a multi-Grammy-nominated sync music expert. Has gotten placements on the Kardashians, Wolverine, a list that's too long to name.
Yeah, it's determination, hungry, and all that good stuff. I've been honored to be a working composer, producer for the past, my God, 20 years. I was going to say 2 decades.
I was like, what?
But it all started off as a touring musician, and yeah, just hanging in every day, committing. I was the exact same way starting out. It's here I am against everybody else that's winning in this world, and here I am trying to do something with it. And then going into a whole schedule and holding myself accountable, and years later, here I am. So yes, I take that lightly as far as all those credits, but it's honestly just getting in and getting it.
Getting in, doing the work.
Yes, lots of work.
Gil, you're going to be on next week. I believe you told me you were bringing on a special guest. I don't want to say anything just in case. I know how musicians are. We get busy and we get a last minute gig and we're like, peace out.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, he's actually good. His name is George Matthews. He's the guy that actually gave me a start in the visual media side. Before that, I was a touring musician, as mentioned, but he just answered one of my 100 emails that I send out trying to get people to listen. And this was 2012. And yeah, he was a publisher. He got me on board. And from there, I just kind of worked it for 3 years solid before I lifted my head and had enough credentials to go on my own. So yeah, I'm excited. The guy is very knowledgeable, and he's actually where I got the Wolverine gig from his people, if you will. So yeah, it's just about one of those things of giving back now. He's going to tell his story. And guy used to play keys for Ice Cube back in the day, so he was a musician as well. So interesting. I wanted to be a musician, ended up being engineer, and that led me into composition and everything else. So that's the cool thing about music. You don't really have to have one way. It's just have the passion and allow time to guide you where you need to be, right?
Very true. Yes, it is an ongoing process for sure. We are all works in progress. Nina has asked in the chat about finding labels or investors. The thing that we say is we do bring people on periodically here to listen and to speak with you guys. So, what they have said in the past is basically networking. Networking at live events, networking via LinkedIn, via Instagram, all of that. That's where you're going to find like-minded people. If you go to different conferences, a songwriter conference, a sync licensing conference, stuff like that, if you have the means to do, that's where you can do the best networking. You're right in front of those people and you get to meet the people that are going to hire you. So it's a lot of footwork for you, but that's the way that the meetings are done. Hey, if you play golf, you're in Lake Flynn, they say, right? Because that's where the deals are made. No, seriously, though, those are the ideas that they've given you. And in terms of labels, we've talked about this several times, which is the labels are not doing any artist development these days, like zero. So unless you have a significant following on your socials, they're going to take the momentum that you have come up with, that you have worked painstakingly at. They're going to take that momentum and they're going to jump on your bandwagon, basically. So if you don't have a significant amount of followers, they're not going to do anything with you. So the labels are really not a great option these days. Now, you know what? It changes all the time. The labels are there to collect your money.
Go ahead and sign up for that annual elite.
There's the link, you
$4.90.
guys. Please join us tomorrow for Drop Shop, where we'll be listening to our members' tracks. And if you're not a full member, hopefully you're going to join us anyway. We're going to give some great feedback, and you can see what our members have been up to, working on their different DAWs and tracks and this and that. I think that's great.
I was
I'm
singing.
starving,
We
so
gotta
I'm
say
gonna
bye,
say
bye,
goodnight.
bye. No, you gotta say bye, bye, bye. I
Bye-bye.
can't sing.
Okay. Peace out, everybody. We'll see you later.
Thanks.
Have a good night.
Good night, everyone.